from Chesterfield.
Alrighty. Morning, everyone. The commissioners met this morning at 8:30 and recessed our meeting until 11:30 today, June 4th, 2026. Item number 5 is next on our agenda, which is approve the minutes of May 28th. A motion to approve. Moved by Commissioner Levitt, seconded by Commissioner Feliciano. Any changes or amendments to the minutes?
No.
Not hearing any. All in favor of adoption, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the vote's unanimous. Item 6 is to discuss a request for emergency county CDBG sponsorship from Fieldstone Village Cooperative. The commissioners got a communication from Laura Austin regarding their need for $60,000 worth of entrance infrastructure to their facility. I see that Laura is joining us here by Zoom. So Laura, good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
I was told or advised that you had a conversation with Commissioner Feliciano.
I did, yes.
Okay. And so why don't you just tell us all what's going on with this problem? I mean, outside of it seems to be pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I tried to give you as much information as we got. But essentially, we are a resident-owned manufactured home co-op. So I believe they call us, what is that called? Apparently, I did not write that part down. But we own our home. Most of our homeowners we range between lower income and middle income homes. We have a lot of retirees who live in our park or young families who just don't have a lot of income. Our park's roads have deteriorated to the point where the insurance has told us that they will no longer cover us as of July. They didn't give us a specific date, but by July, unless we either fix the roads or repave them completely. We are currently getting Fidium, and the company that's digging up the roads for that are trying to patch some of the bigger problems, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Our first quote for just the main road in was for $60,000. I believe we're in the process of getting more quotes. The problem is we, as a family park, we don't have a lot of extra cash floating around, and we just finished cleaning up our water issue. So this is a problem.
Could you explain to us a minute what the Fieldstone Village Cooperative is? Is it a nonprofit or what
It is not. We are not a nonprofit. We are a community-owned park. So we're 100 homes, and every single homeowner owns 1/100th of the park land. Everybody pays, I think it's $300 to help maintain it. And of course, we've had a lot of things happening that needed fixing, and we are trying not to raise the rent because, again, we have a lot of elderly and fixed income folks who are very limited in income. So
Well, there's a couple of things that are going on here that I don't know if anybody's made you aware of it, but because Rochester is an entitlement community by the federal government, the county's is explicitly not allowed to spend community development block grant money in an entitlement community for projects, but they do have an emergency public facilities fund. I'm not quite sure whether we can tap that or not. I don't know. I know Commissioner Feliciano was very, very concerned, and she wanted to see if we could do something to help you folks. But I'm not quite sure whether we can or we can't. I just don't, we're still trying to get through all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And I don't know a lot about it. I'm part of the board here, and what I forgot because my brain has holes in it. Resident-owned community, we are a rock. So I have reached out to a lot, like everybody I could think of to see, because I don't know a lot about it. So that's what brings us here, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah,
So any help I can get. I know a lot of funds that they say. So for instance, the whole rest of the park, we're 5 or 6 roads in our 100 homes. The main entrance is what the insurance was mostly concerned with, but the rest of the roads are not perfect either. So once we get this, we're going to have to figure out where to go from here. So anything I can learn from you guys would be very appreciated. Any help would be very appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, normally, under normal circumstances, the feds won't allow us to use CDBG funds of our own in an entitlement community like Rochester is, okay, or Dover for that matter, where I'm from. We're not allowed to do that. Now, we can do it on county property, or we could do it in a community that's not a CDBG entitlement community, which Rochester is. But I do know they have an emergency fund, but I'm not familiar enough with the details of how that all works out. We're gonna have to, but we're gonna try to find out for you, okay?
Okay, that would be great.
Yeah.
I feel like I did apply. Let me just look. I thought I applied for the CDBG and they told me that our park was not able to get those funds.
It's probably because you're privately owned. That's, if you're looking for help, let me just say to you that normally a privately owned development is not entitled unless it's a nonprofit or some other entity that's recognized by the feds as being not a for-profit operation. So,
right.
but I know Commissioner Feliciano wanted to add a few comments to this, so.
So Laura, we are looking into the emergency grant that we were discussing earlier. And if it's possible for us to use this, I would certainly recommend that, you know, this is something that I would like for us to do, if you'd be in support of that.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay,
Sure, I think we would support it. The question's gonna be
if we can get that.
if we're allowed to do it. That's
Right.
gonna be the.
Sure.
So we'll look a little further into that.
Yeah, we'll get back.
Diane's help here.
We'll get back to you with anything that we can think of.
We did contact Donna Lane.
Oh,
You
you
did
did?
contact
I did.
someone.
So we'll double check on the emergency fund.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
did make an initial contact, so just waiting to hear back. So we'll
that's
definitely
cool.
post. So,
Yeah, I really appreciate your help, whether it flows through or not. I've contacted a lot of people, and this is the first time I've actually had somebody say, we're going to try and help. Usually I get a lot of, nope, go somewhere else.
Right.
So this is wonderful. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, we'll be in touch as soon as we can find out. We'll let you know.
Perfect. Thank you.
All
thank
right.
you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Talk soon. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, we got item number 6, which is upcoming events. We got the Founders Wish Golf Tournament next Tuesday at the Chico Country Club. We have a public hearing on some CDBG grants on Thursday, June 11th at 3 p.m. And we have a public safety training facility ribbon cutting ceremony on the 25th of this month at 4. And then we have a House of Corrections Awards banquet at the Governor's Inn on the 25th at 5 p.m. So is there any other old and new business we need to talk about at this point? Mr.
No.
Bauer, do you have anything?
No, sir.
No? Okay.
No, other than as of yesterday, they delivered the equipment to begin the earth moving
Did
and
they?
for, they hadn't actually done anything with it, but they delivered the equipment, so I'm hoping they started it this morning.
Nice.
Okay. Item 9, questions or comments from the public regarding the agenda. I don't see any. Not hearing any comments from the public, Chair will move into item 10, which is a move into non-public session for the purpose of discussing personnel issues and contract negotiation. Motion to.
So moved.
Seconded. It's been moved and seconded, so it requires roll call. Commissioner Feliciano.
Yes.
Commissioner Levitt, myself, yes, the vote is unanimous. The commission now will retire to non-public session. Thank you all.